There is a gate in your life that will never open. Not because you failed, not because the universe is testing you. It won't open because you keep showing up as someone, dragging your whole identity through the door like it's carry-on luggage. You arrive as the intelligent one, the wounded one, the successful one, the misunderstood one, the drunken one. You drag that whole exhausting costume to the gate and act shocked when it doesn't move. Rumi gives you an instruction that sounds insane.
Die before you die.
He doesn't mean your body. He means the thing you actually can't imagine losing. The voice in you that never shuts the hell up. I, me, mine. All through the day, all through the night, all you can hear, all through your life. And the gate doesn't open when that voice gets wiser. Today, we're going into Rumi's most dangerous idea. It should scare you a little, because it means the self you've spent your whole life protecting might be the exact thing standing between you and everything you actually want. Are you ready to rock? Let's rock that wisdom! You think your biggest problem is what happens to you. It isn't. The rejection, the insult, the failure, the stranger online who ruins your whole fucking morning with one sentence and doesn't even remember typing it. Rumi asks the humiliating question.
Who exactly got hurt?
Not your body, not your survival, your image, your brand. The little PR department running in your skull 24 hours a day for an audience of nobody. Someone criticizes your work, and it stops being the work. It's you. Someone doesn't text back and you feel you're boring, uninteresting, not worth texting, or sometimes rage. Someone else gets the job, the love, the applause you'd already mentally accepted the award for, and something in your chest catches fire. That's the self Rumi wants you to look at, not the one that pays rent, the one that takes everything personally and demands the universe apologize. It's built from sentences. I am important. I am the one who always gets abandoned. I am spiritual. I am broken. I am nobody. Even I am nobody is a costume, and a smug one. The ego doesn't care if the story flatters you. It only cares that you're still staring at yourself in it. That's why ego death isn't self-hatred. Self-hatred is still obsession with the self. It's just wearing black and telling everyone how tired it is. Rumi wants something stranger, a moment where you stop turning what happens into evidence about who you are. The insult becomes sound. The failure becomes information. The silence becomes silence. No verdict. Just what actually happened before you turn it into a whole personality. Rumi compares the lower self, the nafs, to a dragon frozen in ice. Frozen, it looks dead, harmless, almost holy. You have no power, so you call yourself humble. No one's watching, so you call yourself detached. You have nothing to control, so you convince yourself you've transcended control. Congratulations, you've mastered a video game on the tutorial level. Then the sun comes out. Someone hands you money, status, a little authority, an audience, and the dragon opens its eyes. Your humility suddenly needs witnesses. Your generosity needs a receipt. Your growth needs to be filmed growing. The dragon was never dead. It was cold. Anyone can look enlightened when nothing's actually testing them. And the real test was never a rival. It was never someone else winning. That's just jealousy wearing a robe. The real test is smaller and worse than that. It's disappearing from a room and realizing the conversation didn't even pause. It's finding out you were wrong about the one thing you built your whole personality on. It's mattering to no one for a moment, with no explanation available. That's when you meet the dragon. Not in competition, in silence, when nobody's even looking at you long enough to compare you to anything. You can't beat this thing by getting more impressive. The one who conquered ego is just the dragon in new clothes, still hungry, still keeping score in a spreadsheet somewhere in your chest. So don't decorate it. Starve the bastard. A scholar climbs a mountain looking for the water of eternal life. He brings books, medals, robes, proof he's someone worth listening to in case the mountain asks for his credentials. The mountain doesn't care. The books get too heavy. He leaves them in the snow. The robes tear on the rocks. He lets them go. The medals freeze against his chest. He throws them over the edge, cursing the whole way up. At the summit, a wooden gate standing alone. No wall around it, nothing to climb over, just a door in the middle of nowhere, daring him to knock. Carved into the wood, only no one may enter. He steps forward. I am the wise man who crossed the mountain. Nothing. Fine. I am a humble seeker. Nothing. I am a sinner, asking for mercy. Still nothing. Every time one mask fails, he grabs a holier one off the rack. Wise man, humble man, broken man. He thinks he's descending. He's just changing costumes in the world's coldest dressing room. So, he waits. The cold takes his speeches. Hunger takes his performance. Silence takes the audience he's been imagining his entire life, the one that was never actually there. And at some point, he forgets what he's supposed to prove. He isn't wise anymore. He isn't humble. He isn't even the man waiting at the gate. There's only snow falling, wind moving, a body breathing with nobody left inside it demanding applause. And the gate opens. Not because he found the password, because there was finally no one left standing there to say it. You don't walk through that gate as your resume, or your trauma, or your reputation. All of that stays behind in the snow, where it can freeze right along with the dragon. This doesn't mean going blank. It means acting without needing to be the center of the action, loving without owning, working without becoming the job, suffering without turning the pain into a name you introduce yourself with at parties. You keep the name. You just stop kneeling in front of it like it's a shrine you built yourself. How do you actually practice this without becoming an insufferable monk at dinner? Start when the self gets loud. You get interrupted and something screams, "Do they know who I am?" Someone else wins, and you're already calculating what their win says about you. You get criticized and feel how fast one sentence threatens to unmake you completely. Don't push the reaction down. That just builds a new mask. The person who never reacts, which is its own quiet brand of bullshit. Just see it. There's the dragon. There's the mask, already reaching for its excuse. There's the small, terrified little manager, trying to control what everything means. Then, once, don't feed it. Don't send the defensive text. Don't explain yourself before anyone's asked. Don't steer the conversation back to you. Go hungry one time. That's dying before you die. Not one explosion. 1,000 small refusals. The death of needing the last word. The death of needing to be remembered correctly. Forever. By everyone. And what's left when you do this? Not emptiness. Room. Room to actually hear someone. Room to feel pain without becoming it. Room to love without running a tab. The ego says, if I let go, I become nothing. Rumi says, exactly. And nothing, it turns out, was never the punishment. It was the whole point. It was the gate. You've spent years trying to become someone. Respected, safe, impossible to overlook. Maybe even someone who no longer needs to be noticed, which is just the same performance in a quieter, more insufferable costume. Every version became another room with your name nailed to the door. Rumi isn't offering you a better room. He's telling you to walk the hell out. Die before you die. Let the title die when it's challenged. Let the reputation die when it's misunderstood. Let the need for applause die in a room where absolutely no one is watching, and no one ever will be. The ego will tell you, this is annihilation. Look again. What's actually dying? Not your mind, not your love, not your life. Only the exhausting little narrator who thought all of this had to be about him. The gate was never locked. You've been standing there your whole life, holding it shut with your own name. Now drop it and walk in. Nothing's waiting on the other side. That's the whole point. But once you stop being the person you thought you were, one terrifying question remains. Who the hell are you? That's where Vedanta begins. Watch this next.